This is the Yankees POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the New York Yankees. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
All right, the Yankees sweep away the Royals. Final score in the series finale, 4-3. Clarke Schmidt, old friend, got the start. His season debut, 5 2/3. He threw 73 pitches, did allow all 3 runs. The offense, well, it was Aaron Judge once again. He breaks a mini homerless streak, his first homer in 10 games. His 7th of the season, breaks a 3-3 tie, gives the Yankees a 4-3 lead. And again, that was your final score. Judge had 3 hits, now batting over 400. And again, the Yankees sweep away the Royals 4-3 in the series finale. Hello, everyone. I'm Jay Berman. If you're a New Yorker, you might recognize my work. If not, welcome aboard. Glad to have you. I've spent more than 2 decades in the biz, everything from TV to web to radio. Again, glad to have you. Follow me on X at Jay Berman, Jayberman. Welcome to the Locked On Yankees postcast, both on the Locked On Yankees YouTube channel and the Locked On Yankees podcast feed. The postcast gives you a place to chat after every game. We're part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every single day. All right, today's episode is brought to you by Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your very first purchase. As we said, Yankees win it 4-3, a comfortable 3-game sweep over the Royals, and the Yanks are now 11-7, 4 games above 500, 8-4 at home, and they'll hit the road now for 4 in Tampa and 3 in Cleveland. Before we get there, we need to discuss Clarke Schmidt, 5 2/3, 3 earned, 2 strikeouts, did not allow a home run, only threw 73 pitches, which is exactly what we expected, somewhere in between 65 and 75 pitches from Schmidt. And he got into the 6th inning. In fact, for a moment, we thought that Aaron Boone might let him stay in and finish the 6th. Instead, he goes to Mark Leiter Jr., proved to be the right move. Jr. would register 4 outs, including 2 via the strikeout. Needed just 15 pitches to do so. Then Fernando Cruz earns his first major league save. He gets the final 6 outs. Allowed just 1 hit in those 2 innings, also a walk, but struck out 2, and gets an unbelievable play from Cody Bellinger in right field. We'll discuss the defensive alignment coming up, but with a man on second base and 2 outs, MJ Melendez hits a shot to right, and Bellinger falling down makes the catch to end the game. A web gem if there ever was one. And again, Cruz earns the save. Schmidt does not get the win. He left in a tie game. It was 3-3 in that point. So Mark Leiter Jr., believe it or not, earns his 2nd victory. And again, Cruz, his very first save in her major league uniform. As for the offense, once again, it's the Aaron Judge show. Some numbers here as he goes 3 for 3 tonight, including the home run. For Judge, his 7th. And again, it breaks a big tie amongst Major League Baseball home run leaders. Soderstrom from Oakland currently has the lead, but Judge is right there now with 7 as he breaks out of the 6-hole, if you will. All right, Kansas City scored 3 or fewer runs 17 times this season, and they did so again today. Again, the Yankees hold the Royals to just 3 runs on 5 hits. In fact, what's amazing is that the Royals had just 12 hits for the entire series. A third of them went to Bobby Witt Jr. That's right. He ends the series 4 for 12. Again, he had 4 hits. The team had 12 in 3 games. Really amazing stuff. Back to Judge, 3 for 3, 2 runs scored, the home run, the RBI. He did it all. He's now reached base safely in 9 consecutive games. 12 of the last 13. As we said, 10 games without a home run. His last homer, believe it or not, April 4th. It's now April 16th. Truly amazing stuff considering the numbers are still there for Judge. Also puts into perspective just how hot his start was. some perspective on Judge. Again, his 7th home run of the season and his first home run since April 4th. Through 18 games last year, and if you have forgotten, Judge was terrible to start the season last year, even with Soto behind him. Regardless, things have changed this year. Judge through 18 games last year hit 182 with 3 home runs and 9 RBIs. Aaron Judge through 18 games this year hitting 409. And needless to say, he leads the major leagues in hitting. 409, 7 home runs, and 21 RBIs. The OPS last year at this point was in the 700s, way above 1,000 now. And again, Judge has been just ridiculous. The Yankees now have 33 home runs this season. That's the most through 17 games. Through 18 games in franchise history. So again, stacking wins from that start, and they finally bounce back and take 3 from the Royals. They've got the Royals number. There's no doubt about it. But again, the key contributors tonight, Clarke Schmidt, 5 2/3. Obviously, Aaron Judge with the offense and Cody Bellinger with the defense. Now you're asking, why wasn't Aaron Judge in right field in the 9th inning? Well, Judge was the DH. Defensive alignment today had Bellinger in right, Grisham in center, and Dominguez in left. Judge was the DH. Always great when you can get a day off from defense for Judge, your best hitter. And little surprise here is that Judge on a DH day takes advantage of it. As we said, 3 for 3 with the 7th home run. The numbers are astounding. As we said, he's hitting 409. His on base is 519. His slugging is 803. And again, the OPS, just ridiculous, over 1,300. Really, just amazing stuff from Aaron Judge. Paul Goldschmidt had another hit. Cody Bellinger had another hit. Jazz Chisholm had another hit, as did Anthony Volpe and Oswald Peraza. The only players without hits were Wells, Grisham, and Dominguez. Rough night for Dominguez. He struck out 3 times. But again, still looking like he'll get the bulk of the playing time in left field, considering his night last night, 3 for 3 with a huge bases clearing double that gave the Yanks the protection they need in the win. Well, he didn't fare as well tonight offensively, and he even had a base running blunder, not hustling or sliding into second base on a force out. So you take the good with the bad when you have a youngster. Obviously, supreme talent. Just need to work around the rough edges, if you will. Again, Schmidt, Leiter, and Cruz, the pitching combination to get the job done tonight. Yankees win it 4-3. We have tons of notes and quotes to get to, and obviously we'll set you up for a brand new series, which begins in Tampa tomorrow night. We'll do that on the other side. All right, basketball and hockey playoffs are heating up, and there's no better way to turn your sports knowledge into real rewards than with Prize Picks, the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy. With Prize Picks, you simply pick more or less on at least 2 player projections, and you're in. You can even combine players across sports, basketball, hockey, baseball, and more, for your chance to win up to 2,000 times your cash. Here's what I'm picking this week. Luka Doncic over 28, Jason Tatum more than 8 rebounds, and from hockey, Connor McDavid for more than 1 goal, Austin Matthews for more than 5 shots on goal. What I do love is how easy it is to set up your lineup in under 60 seconds. Prize Picks even runs cool promos like Taco Tuesday, where they discount player projections up to 25% for even more value, and payouts are fast, safe, and secure. Download the app today. Use code LOCKEDONMLB to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code LOCKEDONMLB to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. Next up is game time. There's nothing better than catching an MLB game live. The crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd, the smell of the ballpark food. It's all awesome. And if you're looking to go last minute, Game Time makes getting tickets easier than ever. With last minute deals, all-in pricing, and a lowest price guarantee, Game Time takes the stress out of buying Major League Baseball tickets. Plus, ticket prices drop as Game Time gets closer, meaning you can score an incredible deal. Game Time is the official ticketing partner of Locked On, and as the Yanks and the Rays tomorrow games, their game is coming up, I can count on them to help grab tickets that meet my needs. I recently grabbed last-minute tickets for a game, and Game Time had unbeatable prices, which meant more money for food and merch. Game Time Picks makes finding the best deals effortless. It filters out the fluff and highlights the top discounts in the stadium. I love that I can preview my exact seat before purchasing. No bad surprises when I get to the stadium. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Again, terms apply. Create an account, redeem code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. All right, once again, Yanks win it 4-3. They sweep away the Royals in 3 straight. The Royals managed just 12 hits the entire series, 4 of them going to Bobby Witt Jr. As we said, Clarke Schmidt made his season debut. Good to have him back. 5 2/3, 3 earned, struck out 2. Does not earn the win. That goes to Mark Leiter Jr., who threw 15 pitches in relief and got 4 outs. Again, he is the winner. Fernando Cruz retired the final 6 outs needed to earn his first Major League save. Again, Schmidt, Leiter, and Cruz get the job done. As for the offense, you know by now Aaron Judge is raging hot, despite the fact that he hasn't hit a home run in nearly 2 weeks. Well, he did so tonight. His 7th of the season, proved to be the game winner, broke a 3-3 tie in the bottom of the 7th inning. And again, the Yanks go on to win it 4-3. Time now for notes and quotes, and they're important. Luis Gil began a throwing program, or at least was supposed to. It's been delayed by 10 days following an MRI. The MRI results, the Yankees want to see more healing. So we're going to have to wait 10 days before we start a program for Luis Gil. Jonathan Loaisiga threw live BP today at Yankee Stadium. He's going to travel to Tampa, as will Giancarlo Stanton. Jay Cousins, throwing from the mound, appears to be a couple of weeks away from facing hitters. So again, Gil, another delay. Loaisiga looking good. Stanton down to Tampa. Jay Cousins just a couple of weeks away from facing hitters. All right, as for the probables, remember, the Yankees, despite the fact that it's their home ballpark in spring training, will not be the home team. They will not get the comforts of the home team clubhouse. They are the visitors for the next 4 games. Here are their starters as of now. We'll call them probables. Will Warren on Thursday, Carlos Rodon on Friday, Carlos Carrasco on Saturday, and Max Fried on Sunday. Remember, tomorrow night's game also a prime game. Take note, that'll start shortly after 7. Again, 4 in Tampa, then 3 in Cleveland. The 4 games in Tampa, 7 and 7 Thursday and Friday, 4 on Saturday, 1:40 on Sunday. Again, the Yankees win it 4-3. They're 11 and 7 and 8 and 4 at home. Thanks for making Locked On Yankees your first listen today. For your second listen, check out the all-new Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night, all season long. Get local analysis on a national scale. Find MLB Game Night on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts. Also want to mention our partners in crime, Stacey Gotsoulias and Brian McKeon. They handle all the stuff at Locked On Yankees. So remember, follow, subscribe, and enjoy. Yanks win it again 4-3. They sweep away the Royals in 3 straight. Clarke Schmidt made his return to the rotation, 5 2/3 through 73 pitches. Aaron Judge, 3 more hits, now hitting .409, breaks a 10-game homerless drought, if you will, with his opposite field home run tonight. Again, he gave the Yankees a 4-3 lead, and they win it 4-3. Fernando Cruz earning the save, his first save in a Major League Baseball uniform, so congrats to him. Again, 4-3 Yanks, 11 and 7, 8 and 4 at home. We'll do it all again tomorrow night from Tampa. Have a good night, everyone.